The boy noticed that whenever someone went missing in the mountains, his father would come home at night dragging a suitcase. Curious about it, the boy once asked his father, but the father just gave him a strange look and told him to go to bed. However, the bloodstains on the floor only made the boy more curious about what was inside the suitcase. When he saw his father dragging it into the kitchen, he secretly followed behind. He never expected what he saw would scare him so much he fell to the ground. Hearing the noise, his father rushed out and told him to go to sleep. Ever since the boy could remember, his father had been running a bun shop. The business was incredibly successful. People even drove across provinces just to buy from them. Some said the buns were a source of strength for men and a secret beauty remedy for women. But the boy never understood what exactly was in the buns that made customers so obsessed. Yet his father never told him. 12 years passed in the blink of an eye, and the boy was still curious about the secret of the buns. One day, while his father wasn't looking, he secretly took a bite, but the strange taste was hard to accept. Watching the endless stream of customers, he grew even more curious. Just then a regular came to buy buns, and he couldn't help asking how they tasted. The customer replied with a satisfied face, saying it was the most delicious bun she had ever eaten. As he got older, his father started letting him help with the dough in the kitchen, but every time it came to making the filling, he was always kicked out. One day his father came home dragging a suitcase again. The boy finally gathered his courage and pressed down on the suitcase, but in the next second, red liquid began seeping out from the zipper. His father said nothing and tried to drag the suitcase away, but this time the boy didn't back down. He suddenly pushed his father aside and tried to unzip the suitcase in the chaos. Just as he was about to open it, his father knocked him to the ground, then zipped it back up and silently dragged it into the kitchen. After he left, the boy touched the red liquid on the floor, sniffed it closely, and smelled a strong scent of blood. The next day, while selling buns, he overheard customers chatting, saying 2 more girls had recently gone missing. The boy immediately thought of the suitcase from last night and casually asked if there were any photos of the missing girls. After finishing up at the stall, he found a bloodstained piece of clothing in the trash. The style of the clothing was exactly the same as what one of the missing girls had been wearing. He immediately took the clothes to confront his father, but his father snatched them away and burned them on the spot. Even so, the boy refused to give up on finding the truth. That night, he secretly followed his father out and saw him whispering to a woman while preparing some tools. Just then, the boy accidentally stepped on a branch. The crack alerted his father instantly, who threw an axe toward him, almost hitting him. When the father realized it was his son, he quickly told the woman to leave. The boy tried to rush forward to see the woman's face, but was blocked by his father. In the chaos, his father suddenly clutched his chest in pain. Though the boy suspected he was faking it, he couldn't help but help him home. But just as he went to fetch medicine, his father stood up like nothing had happened. When the boy returned with the medical kit, he saw his father locking the door. His father's strange behavior only made the boy more determined to uncover the truth. Since he couldn't follow anymore, he decided to take a risk and sneak into the kitchen and hid a security camera in a discreet corner, then waited in the living room. Sure enough, his father came back dragging the suitcase again at midnight, and once again refused to let him near, telling him to go back to his room. The boy obediently let go, but followed again after his father left. Just